Hey, 1 2 1 2. Is everybody here? Hello, hello. We have Spanish in the chat now, like holy cow. I don't speak Spanish, guys. I speak a lot of languages, but Spanish is not one of them. Alright. Alright. Okay, so let's see this camera, like what we can do with it. Bobby. Don't fail me, papa. Oh my gosh, the haircut. Okay. I think we're gonna have fun today. Wow. Alright. I speak Spanner. Oh la la, what's up, guys? Nice to see you, dude. I kind of miss you. But not, miss me, like, I don't know, like, I don't want to go too far there, but I kind of miss you. Pakot, what's up? Tim, good morning. How are you, my man? Initux, how are you? Arnold. Steven, Varisk, how are you, guys? Oh, I was talking about the NVIDIA driver right off the bat, huh? So, I have a question. Will the beta driver ever be able in Pacman or not at all? So Pacman, no, I don't think it should be there. Or if it is, so when you say Pacman, there is two things. Like, do you want the driver in the official like repo of Arch, the beta driver? Because I'm pretty sure there is a testing repo on Arch in which you can test those drivers. I believe. At least it was the case like 2 or 3 years ago when I was on Arch. But you can still get them through the AUR, so you won't be using Pacman. But on Arch, I'm pretty sure you can install the beta driver without any issue. And by the way, the maintainer of the NVIDIA driver on Arch is the main dev of CachyOS. It's Peter. In case you didn't know. There is also Vendepodin. Man, I always like destroy his name. There are 2 in CachyOS, okay? Like full dev, because we always talk about Peter, but there is also like Vendepodin. My bad about the presentation, but yeah. And there is also a lot of other dev, like to be fair, but like the official 2.1, like main maintainer, there are 2. I think we don't talk about him enough, to be fair, because Peter is everywhere, but yeah, there are 2. So, yeah, exactly, Initux answered it. Install from AUR, exactly. Victory MK2, good morning. Pub P9, what's up? Sensei, how are you, my man? How is the home lab? How is the home lab experience? Gerlenson, good morning. Hello. Hermonta, what's up? GR Dallas, my bad. Buenos dias, mort de rire. Yeah, I'm not speaking Spanish, guys. I suck at it. Synth of Vince, what's up? I finally got my first project on GitHub, only for OpenSUSE though. So, wait. I thought you were on GitHub before. Like, were you not deving some app for Pop OS? I'm confused. And Cosmic? Those apps, they were not on GitHub already? Steven, what's up again? Lawrence! Long time no see. How are you doing? How is my favorite airline going today, my man? Man, the airline is not good, brother. Airline, it's showing my age, dude. Showing my age. How are you doing? I used to joke that English is my second language and computer programming languages were my first. Man, I was reading. So I won't give his name, okay? I won't give his name. But today I was reading a post on Discord from someone which is really involved in the Linux gaming community. And his post kind of like shocked me. He said that he chose programming language, and he went into this branch because the way his brain was wired, it was easier for him to read code than to read a normal book. Like, it kind of like make me think a lot. Because I looked at this and I was like, interesting. That's why I suck at coding so bad. It, like, to me, it doesn't ring a bell at all, chat. I have to be honest. Like, it doesn't ring a bell at all. So obviously I didn't study it at school. I can make it work, but I wouldn't say it's easier than reading a book. Blender Noob, how are you doing? Bonjour. What coffee are you having today? Black coffee, Nespresso, chat. The basic. The color is, it's an Italian one. I think it's called Arpeggio, something like that. That's the purple one. Well, let me check that. I don't want to die not knowing the name of the coffee I drink. En espresso. Purple, allez. Let me check, chat. Do milk. I don't do milk, brother. Yeah, it's arpeggio, so I'm fine. I don't know if I pronounce it well, though. Because you see, I can speak Italian, but I can't read Italian properly. So, ristretto, this I remember. Because when I was in Italy, and I was looking for a coffee, if you want it, like, packed, you have to ask ristretto. Mais arpeggio, I don't know. I think I'm good. Arpeggio. So, salut papa, what are we going to break today? I think I'm gonna break your brain today, Arnold. What do you think about that? I should try the new GLFOS ISO. Nah, I don't want to try ISO anymore. I don't feel like it, dude. Udasnik, how are you doing? Vindicify, what's up? I hope you're all having a great Friday. So wait. Oh! Okay, I need to share stuff with you before we start. So first, cheers everyone. Happy Friday, okay? Doing great. Got a home office job. It's fun. Nice. So you have more time to spend on YouTube. You should open a browser in a VM and play and put my playlist, like turning 24 hours a day on the home lab to try to grow up those numbers, dude. It might help. Obviously no ad block. But I didn't say that, chat. It's Friday the 13th. Take care of yourself, guys. Constantin, what's up, my man? Greetings, still at work, but I will have you on headphones. Nice. So if you're on headphones, I'm gonna speak like that. Welcome to la crème de la crème club, papa. Doing super good. Went living alone. Already built my good master art crib. What is that, dude? Your good master art crib. The heck is that, broski? I made a script to successfully apply atomic update on a non-atomic distro automatically without breaking anything, but it only works because ZYPPER can shoot into snapshot and apply update there. Wow, that's pretty cool. This is pretty cool, dude. Atomic update on a non-atomic distro. So what would be the benefit to apply the update in a snapshot? And now I'm curious. Would you like to keep the snapshot without update to avoid the breakerage? If there is one? Le brochou, hi people, how are you doing? What's up? Arpeggio is mega good, but I like maxed out strength in coffee. Arpeggio. Team Yerba Mate? What is Yerba Mate? Reboot computer, how are you doing? Close enough, it's similar to Spanish as long as you can roll your R. Okay. It has been months and the monitor is still in the bed. What's going on? I'm tired, boss. I think I don't do enough milk. So the monitor is there. We are surviving here, broski. Ristretto or espresso, it's the same here in Italy. Even better, if you want a ristretto, just ask for a coffee. True! But I remember, like when you say, like, you know, like, dance. I don't know how to say that. Because when, you know, when you do the coffee in the bar, they have this machine where they put the coffee, right? And I don't know why I remember this word because it was saying like you want it more packed, and I would say yes, ristretto, like, and the guy will like pack more coffee, right? Before pressing it. Maybe I was wrong, I don't know. Guess I'm just a tourist, huh? At the end of the day. ASMR Max. Tellurian, what's up? Wait, everyone doesn't loop Air Max video on their home lab? What else is it for? My man! Exactly, that's it. You see, this is how I'm gonna pay the diaper for my children. Now only for one, because one is out of diaper. But this is how we're gonna make it work, dude. The loop on the home lab. Mitzi Lipikili. Welcome to the channel, dude. You did an amazing job helping a lot of people transition or at least dual boot CachyOS for things like CS2, especially secure boot guide. I hope in the future you cover more content related to that. Yes, same. Shiver down my spine. Hey, Constantin, we're gonna stop here, okay, broski? We're gonna, like, what's happening to us, dude? What's happening to us? Aaron Weiler, what's up? How has the drive been treating you? He has been busy, so I have not been on your stream in a while. So what drive are we talking about, dude? Aaron. Because this is the thing. This freaking YouTube has been changing the name, and sometimes it's hard for me to recognize who is who. So, you know, maybe you had a different name before. So please. Tell me. Fezzi, how are you doing? I just finished work. It's gonna be listening to the stream on my car radio. Let's go. Nice, dude. Fezzi, have a safe drive, brother. In the event of an update apply only partially or get broken, with atomic update, nothing gets applied, so upon reboot, nothing is broken. Yes. Oh, it's Dragonfire. Voila. Okay, my man. So, listen. The drive have been doing great. and one is actually running the stream PC there. Yep. So thank you again, dude. And you know what? You're gonna be laughing at me, but one of the presents you gave me is still in my wallet, dude. The one with the writing on it. I think one day when I go to the US, not anytime soon, unfortunately, because I'm Canadian and, well, you know what's happening now. I don't want them to send me in freaking wherever it is. I might use it one day. It's still there. I like to doing coffee for the test, but yerba mate for the energy. Oh, okay. Like a coffee machine, not espresso. So espresso, dude. I'm correcting you because it sounds the same, but it's with the S, I believe. Cheers, everyone. Happy Friday, by the way. Dan, how are you doing? Popolvar, what's up? The monitor is gone? No, it's there. Monitor is there. Don't be worried, guys. It's still there. Oh, it's possible. We just know as Italians that we call coffee the ristretto. Okay, got it. Yeah. Fair. So yeah, when we ask for coffee in the south of France too, like, they deliver an espresso. They never deliver the long version. The long version, we'll call it maybe an Americano. But yeah, nobody drinks that, at least over there. But you see, the thing is, since I arrived in North America, I did convert from Nespresso to espresso to a long espresso. Because in fact, what it is just a espresso with a double water. Like, I just push more water to it. Is it just me or EVDF caused some sort of input lag or latency? No, couldn't reproduce that, brother. Cool Z. Saf, how are you doing? I do the same. I switch everything to Bohr. That's what I use. Thank God, it and the Logitech keyboard. I got worried for a second. Yeah. Don't be worried, guys. Everything is under control, okay? Alright, so what are we gonna do today? Oh! So first we're gonna upgrade, okay, chat? We're gonna upgrade because I didn't touch this. Yeah, I didn't touch this for days. So we're gonna update that. We're gonna reboot. And then we're gonna talk, chat. So 2 gigabytes of upgrade. So you see, like, one of the questions I have asked, like, a lot is, like, how do you maintain your Arch install? Like, is it hard? So you see, when you have a big upgrade like that, or even when you have a small upgrade, you need to watch what's going on, right? And there is some packages which can be problematic. So in my case, I start to know them. Everything related to GCC compilation can be a problem. Everything related to the bootloader, like a grub update or limine update or whatever, can be a problem. Like, not like a small problem, a problem where you can't boot or you have a black screen. Everything related to Pipewire can be a problem too. So here we have Pipewire, I can tell. We have a kernel update. This can be a problem too. So we have NVIDIA here, so an upgrade of the driver. So I guess, like, they pushed it main now, right? The latest driver, they pushed it main, which is fine. So we have Pipewire, we have NVIDIA. That could be a red flag. So the key for Arch user is to know how to fix. if you don't know how to fix, if you see all those names, you're gonna be scared. You're gonna be like, oh, you know, your little butthole is gonna clinch like that. You're gonna be like, no. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm tired, dude. So it's gonna come out or does it come out? Okay. So you tell me if I go too far. But if you don't know how to fix, you will never feel the peace on Arch and Arch base. Because you're gonna be like, oh, what happened if it crash? What happened if I have a black screen? And to be fair, the moment you know how to shroot, you will never care about that anymore, in fact. You just don't care. But it's still important to watch. Okay? It is super important to watch because let's say something happened, and this is the second advice I would say, is that you want to update at least every 2 days, every 3 days, because when you have a lot of packages like that and something goes wrong, it's going to be hard to find what is the source of the problem because there is too many packages. Right? So here you have Pipewire, you have like all those packages. You don't know which one is going to fail you. But if you do little by little and you have like, let's say 10 packages upgrade, it's really easy to find out what breaks your computer. Does it make sense? Chat, does it make sense? Yo, Cardiac Man, what's up? Umka, how are you doing? Air Max live notification. Installing CachyOS on a US gel computer trying to avoid crocodile. Bro. Bro. BetterFS. So BetterFS won't save you for everything. Okay, so it helps, but if you destroy your bootloader, BetterFS or not, it's not going to happen. There is a lot of like little case scenario which are like likely to happen anyways, but you can still have problem with BetterFS. So what I say is still very like important even if you are using BetterFS. BetterFS is a help, but it's not a solution to all problem. But I agree with you, Umka, it helps. Yeah, this is why I like Nix. Fair. Or you can install Debian and never update. Update like one package every 2 weeks. You know? Oh, look at this speed, chat! Whoa! We were at 400 megabytes per second! Let's go, papa! Sorry if I scream. Yeah, today is gonna be all over the place, chat. If you don't want to deal with this personality, time to unsubscribe. Wow. All right. I'm with you, Umka. Man, I love my Lenovo. The Lenovo's that I bought for $350. Dude, this is the best investment I ever made. 32 gigabytes of RAM. I think it's a 12 core. For $350, dude. I'm using it every day. I'm literally like, I wouldn't say mistreating it, but I'm like, I'm on it like so much. It's actually crazy. I never thought I would spend so much time on this tiny laptop, dude. I love it. Oh my god. I had to move away this week from Nix for work. And now you're working with Fedora and it's so much worse. I never use anything apart from Arch-based and Nix. Everything else is so far behind. Hey, Fedora is not that bad. I think it's just like the relearning phase, which is hard with Fedora. Like, they have their own way to do things. Chim, my man, thank you very much for the 20, broski. I updated to a second video card and borked CachyOS entirely. Old NVIDIA for monitor 2+3, main for 9070 XT. I think it's using iGPU. Oh no. Man. First, thanks for the 20. Second, congratulations on the card. I believe there is a tutorial on the CachyOS wiki to deal with dual GPU. I never done that on Linux. I did it on Windows, but I've never done it on Linux. Shouldn't be hard. Sorry, I rephrase. It shouldn't be hard if you find the information how to do it. Will be correct. That's the correct way to say it. What OS do you have on your laptop? So on my laptop, I have CachyOS. I had this idea to run Debian. Okay, because I like Debian. I actually love Debian, dude. Like, you know, I have two love. I love Debian. And I love Arch, and especially CachyOS, because, you know, like, CachyOS wouldn't exist without Arch, you have to say it, right? But I like Arch easy, right? I like Arch easy, like, that's what I like. Anyways, I love those two one. But I thought, because I didn't want to upgrade all the time on my laptop, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go with Debian. And man, even installing it from, you know, scratch, doing the minimal, I couldn't do what I wanted. Or I could have done it, but it would have taken me like 3 or 4 install to kind of make it work. I don't know if you understand what I mean, because, you know, I installed it, I wanted my hard drive to be encrypted a certain way, I wanted to have my partition to be, like, my boot partition to be a certain size, I wanted to do a lot of things. And I was like, man, like, it's gonna take me so much time to do something that easy. I just give up on Debian. I just needed the laptop to work, right? So I put CachyOS on it. And it has been working like so good, dude. It's disgusting. Yeah, to be fair, I like the from scratch system config stuff, which I guess is not really a Fedora thing. Oh, man, I don't know. I never tried to... Like... You see, I never tried like this type of like install with Fedora. I'm pretty sure you could do it. But my level of patience with Fedora is so low. I just don't have the patience, because I thought about it. I just don't have the patience to kind of like relearn on Fedora for some things that I already like kind of like know. I didn't feel like it did. But I agree with Victor MK2 on the fact that the package scheduling is really odd. Because you will have packages which are like fresher than Arch for a certain period, and others which are going to be like way older. You know? I don't know how they work it out, but it's not like Arch. Arch is just push the latest stuff. And Fedora, they kind of make like some selection between the package, and I do understand like how it could be a problem, especially if you're a dev and you have all those dependency issue, like yeah. And yeah, I use Manjaro at home, and I have to use Ubuntu at work. Dude, you're courageous for Ubuntu at work. Manjaro, like I get it. Why? I kind of understand the appeal. It's just not for me, but I understand. You know, like 2 or 3 years ago, I couldn't wrap my head around Manjaro. But I think in certain use case, it kind of makes sense, Manjaro. Not mine, but it does make sense. But for Ubuntu, dude, holy cow. Or, if it's Ubuntu server, there I would say yes. Even if I still prefer Debian for server. But maybe that's a good topic for the stream. Put both 15NT and 70XT into one PC and make it working. They won't fit in my case. And I don't even know if my PSU will support both of them at the same time. I don't think it will. I just got a 1200 watt PSU. But I don't think I can run both of them. I had a 1600 watt, but I put it in another project that I'm gonna have to share with you soon. Canal 21, what's up? I've never experienced the update speed we get Arch Linux repository and CachyOS. Mostly, I've been between 1 and 3 GB at most download and install, and it only take 3 seconds to 3 minutes. So what are you comparing it to, Canal? I understand what you're saying, but the only problem with Ubuntu is that I had to install their Flatpak and Nix package manager, but the rest is kind of okay. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Also found the package manager much worse with Arch or Nix. I just tap the name, the package, and I have it with Fedora. I have to hunt for some special repo. Yes. Fair. Don't go into support for me on stream, bro. Cachy dual vid card tutorial is for iGPU and standalone card. Oh, so it's not for the full dual one. You're on Discord. Maybe open a help me, dude. Jim, you open a help me, and if I can't, maybe some other member of the Discord will be able to help for sure. And there is also the Discord from CachyOS. They have a support dedicated thread too. Argot, what's up? I'm currently trying OpenSUSE Tumbleweed on my ThinkPad. It's actually pretty amazing. OpenSUSE Tumbleweed is one of the biggest surprises I had when I tried it. And it was like years ago. You can still find the YouTube video. I had some remark, but it's a cool model. It's not for me too, but it's definitely a good model. It's definitely a distro I could have stayed on. First name, last name, what's up? I love Fedora. If I experience some issue, likely some poor soul on Arch. Already experienced the issue and a solution for me. Dude, this is so true. Like on Arch, we are literally the beta tester of the rest of the community, which is fine. For me, the best distro are Tumbleweed and CachyOS/Arch right now. Fair. I think Fedora looks for breaking changes in packages and they push them for a next release, but sometimes it goes for months with no update and even with some vulnerability. I also think Arch has engraved in my brain that I shouldn't need Flatpak. Man, to me, Flatpak had a level of complexity, believe it or not. But I understand, like, if you're on Debian and you use Flatpak, it could help, right? But, yeah. Ubuntu is good for many AI stuff. NVIDIA is mainly pushing packages natively for Ubuntu. No comment, brother. I don't want to get there, man. If you want to know my deep part about Ubuntu, just look on YouTube on my channel, brother. So no, it's company working laptop, and if I want to use it Linux here, the only Linux allowed and supported by IT is Ubuntu. Yeah, so at the end of the day, I guess you are better on this than WinSlop, right? I put OpenSUSE Tumbleweed on my work laptop, still testing. I want to make a case to switch our PC to Linux and getting rid of Windows. Like, dude, I tried OpenSUSE Tumbleweed. When was it? Maybe 3 years ago now. And I really liked it, dude. The only issue I had was that, you see, if you do a normal usage of the PC, OpenSUSE Tumbleweed is great. If you do stuff like me, where you have to test the new driver, when you have to test the latest like version of the app, when you have to like, you know, throw things at it, like really have to modulate it every day for content, then it becomes a problem because it's not built for that. The package manager is a pain. The repos are good, but they are limited, at least for my use case. And this is where I kind of like, and ZYPPER was slow too at the time. I think they improved the speed, but ZYPPER was so slow, dude. And when you use Pacman and you switch to something else, you think like everything is slow. But outside of that, the distro is awesome. Umka, thank you very much for the 10 euro, brother. For the power of Arch and the speed of it. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Hi. Popping Soda. Is there a way to run any Android emulator on Linux? On NVIDIA? I don't have the answer to this question. I think, so Wedroid should, but I believe you need to do something to the kernel. You need to have a kernel that can support Wedroid with NVIDIA, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I can't answer right now. It's something I'm not into, so I don't have any experience. But I remember having some discussions with some users saying that you need to patch the kernel, and then it works. And I believe like TKG kernel gives you the option during the compile, and you have also CachyOS, which certainly does it by default. Fernando Muniz. I did the new driver installed. CachyOS Twitter said they are going to add it to the repository, but didn't say it's a beta driver. Yes. So the way it works with CachyOS, and I'm going to show you right now. NVIDIA, man, NVIDIA, yeah. The way it works with CachyOS, because they have such a huge community, they test the driver, right? They push it to the community who want to install it. So for example, me, like I've been on the new driver for like 1.5 months now, right? So they push it, we do the test, we give the feedback, and if we go through without too much hiccup, both of the maintainers, they take the decision to push it as a normal driver. So I believe this one here is known as a beta driver right now. So we're going to check, because I'm getting lost like with the number. Like we had, I think for the last 2 weeks, we had like 5 release or 4 release of driver. We had the beta, then they updated the beta, then they updated the production, and then they updated the Vulkan beta. So 4. For the last 2 weeks or 1 week. So I start to be a little bit lost there, but NVIDIA Unix, papa. Unix driver. So this one here, you see, it's the last beta version. So 5.95.45.04. You see, so they just pushed it. And they do it because there is no drawback, right? If us, the beta tester, and people who want to get involved with it, we notice that, for example, the power limitation is not respected, or the fan are not running, and it could destroy your hardware, well, we share the info, and obviously, like, the maintainers are not going to push it. However, if the new driver fix so many things compared to the production one, they push it, right? So it's always a balance between like the new and the other. All the AI bros that this event I went to are on Ubuntu? No way. No way, dude. So what Ubuntu has and the other distro have not? Like, I'm really curious now. So ZYPPER has gotten way better and OP exists. Fair. And that's why it's a top distro, right? But it's just not my usage. Because those two alternatives, they are not as good, in my opinion, for my usage as CachyRepo and Arch. And AUR on top of that. Yeah, you're right. I either have to use Winslop or Ubuntu. Yeah, exactly. So you go Ubuntu, and I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. They did make ZYPPER much faster, at least. It was all full years ago. Yes, I didn't retry it. So maybe, you know what? Maybe next stream we do OpenSUSE Tumbleweed chat to see where I land. Steven, so they also updated the driver with the open module. Nice. So I believe on this one I'm using the DKMS. So let me check. DKMS. Yes, you see on this one, I'm using the DKMS chat. DKMS version of the driver, and I did it because when you install it before it's pushed to the repo, you have to install via DKMS, and there is literally no difference between both of them. You will have the same performance. What mostly hype you in the upcoming Linux 7.0 update? Man, not so much, dude. I think we need to talk about that. Plus chill guerre salad. Salut everyone. Nearly missed the stream. Well, you are here now, broski. Ubuntu has a proprietary NVIDIA driver for API AI purpose. They usually come as a huge binary blob. We talking about CUDA here? Like, what are we talking about? Wasn't there some cluster tools that have native support on Ubuntu? Ah, that could be the one, dude. That could be the one. Do you like Kitty Terminal? Yeah, that's the one I use. Ubuntu equal easy mode. It's just supported OS for a lot of tools. I didn't hear anyone say Arch once. They were deep in the sauce. AI agents will take over the world according to them. I think they are right, unfortunately. I don't know what they're gonna do with us, dude. That's a real problem. That's a real problem, brother. On Arch Linux, go yes, NVIDIA Open Beta is good. No. So on Arch Linux, what you do paru, open, beta, NVIDIA, for example. And it's gonna search them for you. And then you look at it and you are like, whoa. You have the OpenDB beta DKMS and you have the one from the AUR. So what you do here, now you have it. You go here, you type AUR Arch Linux, like that. Watch, I show you. Today, let's do a little like discussion like that. You go there and you're like, Here you have this little case. You type search and you copy and paste this. You see it happen here. You go there and you're like, okay, it has been updated 6 days ago. How do they install it? And voila. You look at this. You're like, okay, so what do they do exactly? So they apply a patch. So then you're going to look at it. You read everything. Say, oh, what? They had what? So is that something that I need? Right? This is the type of question you should ask yourself. And then you say, okay, sounds damn good. And bam, you install it. That's how you are supposed to do, dude. It's simple as that. Because the AUR is just a wrapper for a package build. It's like a GitHub with a package build. You download it and then execute it. And that's why it's good and dangerous at the same time, because most of the people, they don't do what I just did. And if they install a random package there, then they have clown, like just popping out on their Arch distro. Yep. Everything I say is true, chat. CUDA is a pain on Arch from my experience. Oh, is it? So I'm using Debian for my AI stuff. AI agents are getting too smart. I think Claude can actually take over your system if you are not careful. This is not good, dude. How many long-time Arch users are seeing the AUR script for the first time? Lol. I bet a bunch of you. Yes. Like I've seen a lot of like Arch user more like Arch user without being Arch user, you know? They will just be like, which is fine, you know, you can do whatever you want at the end of the day, but it's like trying to drive a Ferrari without a driving license, you know? You can still drive it, but, you know, there is a way of doing things. And that's why Arch will never be on work computer like that. Fair. Fair, dude. Fair, I agree with this. I agree with this too. I can disagree with that, dude. Alright, so I think we're gonna have to do it. I think we're gonna have to do it, dude. Man, we are 110. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Like, even if we are not doing something crazy today, you are still here, having fun with me. I really appreciate it, guys. I appreciate you being around. I just want you to see it, okay? I'm gonna wing it today, okay, chat? I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna be super honest with you. We're gonna wing those stuff today. What am I watching at? Oh, yeah. So, what are we watching? Linus Tech Tips. TikTok hack. Oh, wait. This is what I was looking. No. I made a mistake. I made everything is wrong, dude. So here, I made a post. Oh, I can see the result here. Oh, broski. Okay, so the result here was like 50-50, dude. So, let's talk about that, chat. Why is Twitch only at 4 viewers? Is everyone else taking a nap or something? I don't know, dude. I have no idea. I suggested that we just react to Luke's CachyOS experience. 52 yes, 48 no. Oh, so it changed. Now it's yes. Okay, cool. So I need to talk about that, chat. I need to talk about this. So I don't know if it's the right moment to talk about that. Okay, so this is gonna be the moment where we speak, you know, like we speak not ASMR style, but I think like we need to exchange a little bit. So this is my channel, dude. I started like seriously YouTube because before I was on Twitch. I don't know if you know, but before I was doing Twitch, and I was not really into Linux. Okay, so let me rephrase that. I was into Linux, but not into Linux desktop. And on Twitch, what I would do, I would be gaming, right? So I did some cool thing on Twitch. I think I went up to 35,000 followers at the time. After like 3 or 4 months, I got the level of a Twitch partner, whatever it means now. Now it doesn't mean anything anymore. But like when I started, like being a Twitch partner means you had a manager and stuff like that. They never gave it to me, even if I reached it. I did some cool stuff, dude. I did some pretty cool stuff. I was a pretty good experience. But it arrived on a hand when my first child was born, right? Because I was doing, those 24-hour stream. I was doing like 6 to 8 hour gaming a day. I won a North American championship stuff. Like it was pretty fun, dude. Like I had a good time, okay? But I thought it was like time to turn the page, kind of. And I was like, I still want to do content because I like to create content. And I was like, man, I'm gonna do YouTube, but I don't think I want to do gaming. Or if I do gaming, I want to do, like something else, all right? And obviously, I've always been like a Linux passionate. So I think when I really like started like 3 or 4 years ago here, I had like 1,000 subs, something like that, right? Because I was putting video, so I don't know if I can find them here. I don't think you can. Wait. Oh, voila. Yeah, PUBG old gameplay, EFT old gameplay. So they are still there, but they are not like listed. I think they are unlisted, but the playlist is listed. See the trick? So yeah. So I was playing with like fairly like famous people too in the community of the gaming world. So one of my main partner here is Choco Taco. So this gentleman, my buddy, he was the number 1 streamer for this game. And this game was the most played game in the world. So I was playing with him, like, I don't know, twice a week, or like, I don't know. But playing together, playing against each other, it was pretty fun, dude. So I made all those videos, right? Anyways. But I didn't really care about YouTube because my stuff was more Twitch, right? So switch. Okay, chat? Udaznik, welcome back, my man. Thank you for being a member, dude. And thank you for supporting the channel. Twitch is what happened after death. They steal too much money. So yeah, so there were a lot of issues with Twitch. Don't want to cover that. I think I made a video about it. But nothing really changed over there. So that's why I stopped. And I said to my subscriber at the time, people who were supporting me there, I said, listen guys, like I'm gonna stop it. And I did cut it. Like I did a clear cut. I was like, even if you want to support me, you won't be able to do it because I don't want to be part of it anymore. So I cut it. So I did re-enable it, like I think like 1 year ago on Twitch, because I'm still doing the dual streaming, and I know some of the viewers, they didn't like the YouTube experience for many reasons, which I kind of like understand. So I did reactivate it, but it's not like the same approach, I would say. In French, we say il n'y a que les abrutis qui changent pas d'avis, which means like, I changed my mind, kind of. It's like, let's do it. Anyways. Anyway, so what happened with this? So I started to make video, right? And we did a lot of video, chat. Like I did a lot of video. So I calculated last year when we were on stream, I think I was doing 4.6 video a week, including the live stream, right? average on the last year, or 3.6, something insane like that. So you're gonna tell me like, dude, like doing a video like that's like easy. So I don't know if we have content creator in the chat. But man, those videos are not easy, or at least maybe not for me. You know, maybe what I read yesterday, you know, on Discord with this gentleman saying like it was easier to read code than to read a book. Maybe I don't have the format in my head to do a video like easy. To me, it's not easy, dude. And we did a lot of video, dude. So the channel is successful, but it's successful to an extent where, you know, it makes you think a lot, right? So what happens, to add a little bit of context to that, what happened is like, I think it was like 1 month ago now, dude. Just after I pushed this video, I got sick, dude. I got seriously sick. So I won't go in detail, but like I was so sick, it kind of made me think, right? I was like, dude, like, how do we boost that to a point where, you know, if I get really sick, I'm not in this position where if I don't push a video a week, if I don't push those 4 videos a week, I'm like, you know, out of business, kind of. You know what I mean? So it has been a lot of reflection, chat, right? Like a lot of, I don't know if it's me getting into the midlife crisis or something like that. Maybe it is, I don't know. But it kind of like hit me, dude. You know? Els Narco, we also connect the Bezos coins here. That's fair. Dude, by the way, if you have Bezos coins, I will be happily taking them. They will go towards the diaper stuff. Okay? Making video takes a lot of time, and it's surely not easy to only spend time for it, but also make it according to your planned vision. I'm not a content creator, but I do know a few making video, and it's just not sit down, press, record, and speak. Much more effort behind the scene and after. Yeah. So you see, like, especially this one make me fart a lot, right? Like, it was a lot of fart on this one. Like, this one was pretty cool video. Because, you know, I kind of like, it was so cool, dude. Like, I created a minor patch, right? Like it's nothing. Like I'm a noob. I know I'm a noob, but I still did it, right? So on paper, like I'm still a kernel contributor, even if there is like thousands of contribution a day. I don't care. Like I did it, right? Which is pretty cool. So I had to learn that. I had to do the contribution. I had to do the testing. Then I had to write the script. Then I had to shoot the videos. Then I had to edit the videos. Then I had to push it. Then I had to deal with the command. And I'm like, man. 4,000 views, dude. So it's a weird space I'm at right now, chat. Because I feel like being sick make me fart a lot about the overall situation, you know. So I don't want to stop it, obviously. Like it's not like I want to do, but I'm at a point where I'm trying to find a way where it's gonna work out for me, you know. And then, you know, I've always been transparent with you guys. So let's be clear about that too. Like I'm not asking for more support. It's not what I'm asking for, because it will be totally unfair too. Because I get it, right? But I'm like, is the model I'm creating right now is like sustainable, right? This is what came out of like me being sick. Me being mid-40, me being like a dad with 2 kids. You know what I mean, chat? So I don't have an answer, but I had someone in the chat just earlier saying like, hey, are you gonna make this video about this? And I answer really truthfully, I'm thinking I don't think so. So I still want to make video, but it's gonna be less video, chat. I said it last week. And I think I'm gonna do less video for now. Or at least where I'm in a stage where you know, I found more balance for myself. So last week I was already saying that, but I didn't think enough about it. So today it's more like, you know. So I know some of you don't want to hear that, you don't care, right? You want the content. But yes, man, like it's complicated, dude. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just want you to be aware of that, okay? Because I got some comment where like, hey, Max, we didn't see you for 1 month. I start to be worried. So obviously for 3 weeks I couldn't do anything because I got destroyed. And then like I decided to take care of myself a little bit more. But if I do take care of myself, like I can find the time to do everything I'm supposed to do. So yeah, this is where we're at, chat. So I just want you to know, this is where like we are kind of like navigating now, or at least I'm at. And I want you to know, that's all. I want you to share it with you guys. So I got this project in my home lab, in my basement, right? Which is still, like I'm still working on that on the side. I have a list, like crazy long list of video I want to do. But now, like I'm gonna take a different perspective, like different like angle of attack regarding it, right? Because after 473 video, even if the channel was super overperforming, like in July, August from this year, it's not where I want to be, dude. Given when I threw a similar situation at this time with health, I could understand why you didn't stream for a while. Yeah, I appreciate it, dude. Because I know, like, some people, they won't understand, right? Like, it's fine. You know? But I have to say it for the one who can understand. Because you see, like, when you see that, you're like, oh, 25,000 subscribers. Like, oh, this guy is driving a Murcielago, right? This is not how it works, right? And when you look at what YouTube actually provide outside of, you know, the platform itself. So I'm also guessing that most of my viewers, and I'm not, you know, I'm not judging anyone. I get it, but most of the viewers they remove the ads block and everything. So maybe it doesn't help with the algorithm, or maybe it's my content which is not good enough. Maybe it's a lot of things, right? But you see, when you want to analyze the performance of something, you need to compare it to something else. You know, you can just say, oh yeah, this did good, right? You're gonna take your performance and you're gonna say, okay, this is what you have done. How do you compare it versus the best in class, or what is known as the best in class, right? I've seen similar type of video which kind of boomed and which were, like, in my humble opinion, like not as in depth as what I proposed, and somehow like they generate more visibility, more view, and directly more income, right? And you know, it's a tough place to be in, dude. You know. So I'm not saying that it's everybody else's fault. I'm guessing there is some of me not doing the job right, for sure. That's something I need to work on. And if I do video after video after video, I can't really focus on how to improve it, right? It sounds stupid, but you know, it's like being on a bike and having your head in French, the guidon. I don't know how to say that, like the steering wheel. You can't really like slow down and see like, okay, what am I doing wrong? Everybody is going faster than me. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at right now, chat. So yeah, I just wanted to share it with you guys. Some people have YouTube Premium and subscribe. Yes, and again, like, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking, you know, when you make a comparison of a video versus another, I'm like, why it didn't work as expecting, or why it sub-performed versus someone else. And then I try to analyze it. It's like, what did I do wrong? Is that this? Is that that? Is that, right? No. Like, you want to please the algorithm, but not the point. You lose your identity. I've seen a few creators like that. Yeah, but you still need to pay the bill, right? This is where, you know, it's tough. And again, like, I'm not asking you guys for cash. This is not what I'm asking. I'm more like, how could we play that more, you know, concretely toward like the source of income, which are like related to the channel, but not dependent on the viewer, right? Because it's not fair, dude. Salut Azure, trop online. What's up, buddy? So, anyways, that was a little coma here. Maybe I'm gonna put a little cut of the video and send it there to have everybody like align with what the situation is. But yes, I always like to be transparent with you guys. So we're gonna keep it that way. All right, chat. But like this last year, I've learned a lot, and the little like last event I had for the last month kind of like me think a lot. Like this is a conclusion. So we're gonna have to change things. I don't want to stop, but like don't be worried if it slow down. So I'd say like at least once a week we're gonna do a live stream, because I really love to interact with you guys. And the preparation of a live stream is like 30-minute top. So, you know, I can lock down this. But you know, I don't think I'm gonna do. So this was 1 week, I believe. Like those 4 was 1 week, or at least those one. But this one took me like 1 month and a half to prepare, because I had the camera to test it. I had to do go and back with the corporation. Then the way you create content like that for them, you have to do things that they're not happy, so you go back and you do it again. So it's like it's a lot of work. And I got like 839 views, dude. And a free camera, but still. This one, how long is this one? This one took me a lot of time to. Let me check. Yeah, 53-minute video, dude. Yes. And this one too. So I'm like. Anyways, we'll see, chat. So let's see what the people who are actually winning on internet are actually doing, dude. Right? And I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed about this one. All right, chat. Let's talk about this, dude. So let's start with a little bit of context, because this one I think I'm gonna be upset. So if you don't want to hear someone scream, don't like cut the stream, okay? Because I'm gonna be upset today. So what happened? 2 weeks ago, I've seen a live stream from Linus and Luke, and they were talking about the fact they are restarting a challenge. Let's see if I can find it. Because I think this is what tripped me out, and nobody talked about it. So I think which one is it, dude? No, it was not. It was not 1 month ago. 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago? I would say 2 weeks ago. It has to be 2 weeks ago. Do we have timestamp here? Oh yeah. Discussing. Man, I don't know where it is. Give me 1 second, chat. So it's not this one. So maybe it's this one. Let me check, dude. Oh, yeah. I think it's this one. Okay, yeah, it's this one, dude.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to the WAN Show. We have a... So I started with...
So one thing, chat, like, if you feel generous, here is what's going to happen. I'm going to get copyright struck on this one. I feel it, dude. So... if you feel generous, like, don't use YouTube because they're gonna cut my cut. If I cancel the stream, like something's gonna happen. So I'm just saying, okay. So you have Patreon and you have direct donation via PayPal. Like that, we bypass that. Check for LLJ clicks. This is a clip of a one show where they talk about the challenge before the video was posted. So, yeah, it's this one. This is a one show. We are directly on the source. So let's see what they're talking about.
Listicles like a boomer, and then followed up with asking an AI, and once again, also Razer, which it's not a different company. It's just Razer.
Guys, do you hear well the sound?
Also Razer.
Just
sponsored by both of them.
Feel better
Okay.
souriant.
Oh darn! What's up? Wait. Guys, do you still see me? 1 2 1 2. Audio is good. Okay. So somehow. Alright, let me check if I can change that. Okay, somehow it says that I don't have space on my freaking like NAS to record. So there is some type of bug right now for recording this. It's fine. I don't care. I'm not even sure I'm gonna make a video about that. But like, let's get into it, okay? So this is a video I kind of follow on, chat, okay? And by the way, Venicilla, thank you very much for the 12 months. 1 year, dude. 1 year. Support, 1 year of support, and actually supporting the French accent while talking about Linux. Thank you, dude. Much appreciated. So it's a little high, the sound for LTT. Tell me.
What's going on?
What do you want to do first?
Have you talked publicly?
Okay.
I don't think so. About what distro you're going to choose.
Okay.
I have not, because
Okay, so I've seen this already, okay? Let them talk and you will see what really triggered me, and I'm like, dude, like, it kind of like fall back to what we were talking before, you know? About everything else. So listen to them and you will see. You will see.
I hadn't decided until Elijah and I shot the first episode of Linux Challenge 2026.
Okay.
And Elijah even did not know that I did not know which Linux distro I was going to be using. He was like, okay, we're at the point in the video where the script just says Linus decides on his distro. And I was like, well, yeah, did you think Did you think I was like faking reading these listicles just now and like talking to the AI about what I should use?
Oh, interesting.
And he's like, no.
So yeah, you see, so like, I will compare that to the Titanic, dude. The Titanic, they were on a boat like that, right? Like this huge boat, and they were in the, like in the cold sea, the cold water, right? And they saw this iceberg in front of them, right? And here you can see the iceberg, you can see it. So let me go back. Like I think it was 4 years ago, Linus from Linus Tech Tips, and Luke, I think his name is Luke, did this challenge about running Linux on their main on their main computer and see what the experience will be all about, right? And Linus here literally like broke his installation of PopOS. And the way he chose his distribution, he went online and read, those articles, like those unbearable article where some random dude is telling you what distro to use, right? It's like, oh yeah, you should try ZorinOS because he has nice theme and it's perfect for gaming, right? Or you should try that because X and Y. And he finished on PopOS. And like, he did it. He crashed his PopOS installation. It was a user error at 100%, whatever you want to say about it. Even for a newbie, it happens. You can break stuff, but you learn out of it, but you can't blame the distro. But he still did it, which is fine. You can say whatever you want. Nobody's gonna, But the thing is, he took this distro, right? He make his decision based on those websites. And, if you make a mistake in life, and the mistake is based on a bad decision, the first thing you need to understand is like, how did I take this bad decision for it to become a bigger mistake, right? And you can see right away that 4 years after, he decided to reuse the same process to find his distro, to choose his distro. So you see, like, I don't think he's not smart, right? It's not what I'm saying. But the process doesn't add up, right? So I did this little like poll on my channel to see like if someone wanted to see me react to the video. And I had a lot of no. Because a lot of users, they were like, dude, like at this point, it's just rage baiting. And it worked on me. It worked on me because when I watched this video, I was boiling inside it. I was losing it. It's not even the video. If you want, we can watch the video after. But this is what triggered me the most, because 4 years ago, he failed the challenge because of his own decision. And today, he do this challenge again and decide to apply the same process which failed 4 years ago. Like you can't do a process, fail it, and repeat and repeat and repeat and expect a different result. Like this is basic like fault. And I don't think it's him being limited intellectually. I don't want to insult him or anything, but I think it's deeper than that. Like something just doesn't add up. Right? Like when I say to my kids, don't put your hand on the oven because it's warm. As a kid, they will do it anyways. But then when they burn themselves, I guarantee you they're not going to put their hand on the oven again. They just won't. And even if they want to trigger me, like the pain related to putting their hand on the oven is not worth me being upset against them for doing it. And here, I feel like we are here, dude. I don't know, bro. So, yeah, this is where we are at, okay? So we can call him insane then, and still eat him with an iceberg. Yes, that's right. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Harsh, but true. True, dude. True. So let's watch and you will see. Maybe it's gonna trigger you. Me, I was on the roof, dude.
So that's the thing is, to the greatest degree that I can, my goal is to go into this kind of, I'm experiencing something relatively fresh. Like I've used Linux before, but it was years ago.
And not much.
And not that much. I used it for a little while and then I didn't really use it anymore. And so I'm doing what I do, where I go in and I go, okay, how would I do this? So I started with like Boomer, best Linux distro for gaming. And so I got listicles again. And to their credit, I think they were a little better than last time.
Bro! Were they? And this is where I have a problem. This is, listen to me. Chat. This is why it trigger me, like, I don't even know how to explain to you, dude. And he goes back to this channel, chat. I've been doing that for 4 years. I've been using Linux for 35 years, dude. I was using Linux, Debian was not even a thing. Okay? I have this channel, which was generating like 200,000 views a month. Why the heck this dude here doesn't find my video, which has like 130,000 views, where I explain step by step what the heck of a distro you need to choose for a particular usage? Like dude, like this is I want to tell you, like, this is why I'm losing my mind. Like, I'm like, because you see what it means to me. From my perspective, it means that my work doesn't have an impact even towards someone which is educated like him, right? Because let me show you, dude. How much video do we have there? So popular. Sorry, I say 130, my bad. It's 1.8. But the previous one has 50. So it's actually 160k view. Just for me to explain ranking Linux distribution for gaming and content creation. This is what it's gonna do with this freaking distro. Why the heck is still looking at article? Let's say I'm trash, he doesn't understand my accent. Allez, I'm a trash. And poof, put it there. Okay, no problem. Why the heck he use those articles with no whatsoever like proof of testing, nothing behind? It just drives me insane, dude. It is like, I want to be honest with you guys, like, it drives me insane. You know, it's like you have building a house for someone to be using it, and finally, like 4 years after building this house, the guy come, look at it, like, the guy comes, like, oh, I need a house, like, walk in front of it and decide to live in a tent. Like, this is literally what the guy is doing. He has a free house there. No. You know what? Last time I lived in a tent, I got attacked by a bunch of coyotes, but guess what? I'm gonna do it again. I don't need a house, boys. Like, this is like, I don't get it. Linus break tips indeed. Bro. LTT equal Linus trouble tips. Thank you for the €2, broski. I appreciate it. I don't think he want to sit and watch a video for 40 minutes. When he can get a list, he can scroll through 2 minutes. Okay. So, Linus, if you see this video, you are my fellow Canadian guy, okay? You are the model of success, right? For the people like me, right? So, I give you an advice. You go there. You say, man, this guy doesn't speak English properly. He's straight out of the bot or whatever. Like, nobody understands him apparently, but except those 100, whatever. So you see there is little section here. You go there and you go up. Well, if it works, and then thank you, YouTube. So attention span in 2026. Wait. Pause. Voila. You don't want to watch the video. Here we go, dude. You got it. What's up? You have it, dude. You see Pop OS? It's okay, but no good. Yeah, this is written here, like where it's at. That's all. I guarantee your challenge will be great. So let's continue.
Really? That's actually a little surprising to me. I'm surprised they're different at all.
Except, hear me out, wait for it. I followed up by being a non-boomer and typing it into an LLM, which might explain why the listicles are better now.
Bro. Next thing, he take an advice from an LLM. Next thing, he takes an advice from an LLM. Hey, Azure True Online, thank you very much. You speak English very well. Thanks, I appreciate it. But the thing is, like, I got a lot of like negative feedback regarding my accent. But I've been living in a English part of North America for 12 years now. And I would say like 99.9% of the time, everybody understands me. But I still have someone who come and tell me, you know, your English is not English. Actually, yeah, sure, bro. And most of those people like making this type of like remark, they're actually not living in an English-speaking country. Just my 2 cents. Okay, sorry. Today I'm a little bit straight to the point, but it has to be said. So, anyways, Civilova, what's up? So this guy here, right? He decided to use LLM to find the distro for him. Like, look at them. Like, he knows. Like, my Jeeper inside tells me he knows what he's doing. And what he's doing, like, triggering people like me and us, right? The Linux user. We've been using Linux, right? But you will see it gets worse, right? It gets worse. English is an international language. Would they prefer you speak French and are a French-speaking streamer? Well, they could prefer whatever they want, which is fine, right? But when I built this channel, I decided it's going to be English only, and I will keep to it. Because the issue is, like, today we are at 22,000 subscribers. Again, like, we reached, like, 200,000 views in 1 month. I think it was in August, something like that. Imagine if I start to speak French. You have all those viewers, they're going to get lost. They're going to be like, hey, he's speaking a language I don't understand, right? And you have also to think that a lot of our viewers, they are not French, right? They come from everywhere. I just can't do that. It wouldn't be fair. And my English, it is what it is. It's not the best, obviously, because I didn't learn like English in Oxford or Cambridge, isn't it? But I'm telling you, here it's doing the job. Right? Anyways, so let's continue with what's happening here. So he goes with the LLM, which is the worst idea ever. And he knows it, dude. He knows it.
Oh.
See?
Yeah.
And to be clear, I'm not saying that any of the listicles that I read happened to be LLM written or aided. I'm just saying it's not impossible.
But maybe. And at this point...
So there, he thinks that the quality of the content he read was not up to par. Okay.
In this current state of the internet, you actually don't... You can never really know, because even if they got that information by reading somewhere else, that other thing might have been assisted.
It's a whole snake eating its tail situation that we've got going on here. So I
think this is what I think also, like, you know, what we were talking before related to the channel. I think to get like street credibility, because this is how we say here in North America, you know, to get the creds. You need to have like some type of like past regarding like what you are working on, right? I noticed like most of the viewers, they wouldn't accept some type of like advice or recommendation from someone they believe are not competent, or at least not competent in their eyes. And I think this is a problem for my channel. You know, we're talking about it before. Even if you go there and you look at this, right? You look at all the live, all the distro, we tested it for hours. We did the benchmark. Everything is available. We did all the work, all the underground work. You know, it's not a channel where I install the distro on a VM and I say like 10 minutes and then I'm like, oh, it's good, and read the patch note. And I understand there is viewer for that, but here the street cred is here, dude. It has been tested, benchmark, all the way with the interaction of the viewer. Everything is transparent, everything is here. And still, we don't get the street credibility. We don't get the feedback. We are I am in direct contact with all the main creator of like trending distro, like Cachy, Nobara, PKOS, Buzzite. Like I know all of them. I talk to them, like I wouldn't say every day, but like at least once a week. We still don't have the street cred. Or at least like YouTube is not pushing us. I don't know what it's gonna take, dude. But this is what hurt me, dude, right? Because I'm like, man, like we are doing the job. We also have the podcast with the actual maintainer, with the actual people who work on it. We have it. Still don't get the street cred. And we have the long hour of gaming testing, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I don't want to oversell it, but you get the idea. And this really sucks, bro. B Brody just read changelog. Now, to his defense, like he's doing more than reading changelog. I like what he's doing, right? But so listen to me, guys. Listen to what happened next, because you will see like there is some things that I just jump on the roof. We are not even there yet.
Started with Googling listicles like a boomer, and then followed up with asking an AI. And once again, the overwhelming top recommendation was, come on, Linus, give PopOS another shot. So I popped over to their website, downloaded the ISO, and it was off to the stumbling block.
Not quite races, yeah.
So listen, dude. Okay, so PopOS. Well, let's say I'm following the LLM, I'm following his path, okay? And I go on PopOS. Allez, let's go there, dude. Let's say I don't know. I'm gonna explain what I don't know, but let's say I don't know. It's written here, dude. It's written here. PopOS includes a new Cosmic desktop environment. But it's not clear. Allez, to his defense, it's not clear. Allez. Okay, so to his defense, it's not clear. I was expecting PopOS to say, guys, our desktop environment is still in full like development. You might get bug, right? Because I understand, like from his perspective, he doesn't know what Cosmic is. He doesn't know any of that, right? Ah, no, there is a link here. No, it's not readable for a normal guy like him. Okay, so to his defense, there is not enough information on this website telling them that this is not, like, this is an in development distro, whether you like it or not. Dem Killer, what's up? Like, honestly, they should do something about it. Super Risk Breaker. I watched the video and I was telling myself, what the F this dude is doing? Like, he want to show Linux is shit without... Yeah. Leonardo Cecconi, come stai? How is the co-host still working for Linus? That's something I don't get. I think they are partner. Well, I wouldn't take offense. Linus isn't the person to do some research, think critically, and actually do something positive for the community. I don't know. I don't know him. Like, to this extent. Maybe he is. I don't know. You see, I wouldn't talk about him. I will just talk about his decision. Right? Because I don't know him. Generally considering unsubscribing after years of following, the video feel A nowadays. I think PopOS should wait a bit more to be the main flavor. I agree. I think they need a disclaimer. So you see, to his defense, because you know, I'm gonna play the devil advocate here. Like, to his defense, yes. Like, it's not clear enough that this distro is in development. But I have to say it, and you know, I'm gonna go far here. I'm gonna go far, but I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. This distro had its moment of like good reputation and good result, especially with NVIDIA, maybe like 5 years ago, dude. 5 years ago, 6 years ago, it was ZYPPER, right? For NVIDIA, because they prepared it correctly. They had it done like good versus the other. But it has changed, right? I did try it, and to me, it was subpar. It has been subpar. It is what it is, right? For gaming, it's not the type of distro I would recommend right now. They are doing an awesome job with Cosmic, right? Because Cosmic is still in development. We tried it, but it's not ready, dude. It's not ready yet, and it's fine. But I would not install it and expect to have a full version working. It's in beta. So to his defense, he doesn't know that, right? Apparently, he doesn't know that. So he just go and download. So this will be more a PopOS issue, not, I would say, like, market or advertise the fact that it's a work in progress. Bon, allez. Why not? But now what I'm thinking, what I'm talking to you guys, and again, it's just a some fault. It's just some fault. It is really odd that Linus decide to use PopOS, which is in fact the operating system from System 76, which could be, and I repeat, which could be, and is, in my opinion, a direct opponent, I would say competitor of Framework. I'm just saying. So I'm not making accusation, but I would say it's pretty interesting. Right? You will take it as you want. So it fall on PopOS. Okay? Voilà, it fall on PopOS, even if it broke last time, and even if it's in beta right now, but it doesn't know it. But this is what happened. So let's go. Let's continue.
Exactly, off to the race. Now, in fairness, the first issue I had was that the M.2 SSD that I've had sitting in my tech stack for the better part of 2 years is dead.
Oh.
Can't blame PopOS for that.
No.
Nope, that's on me not putting it in an ESD bag.
Oh, just raw.
Yeah, it was in there. It was in there. I got it.
What did he do? I don't understand that. What did he say he did? I don't understand what he said. He put something in a bag which is not supposed to be put on.
Installed. Once I figured that out, and I used a different SSD.
Oh, the SSD was dead. Okay. Hey, Glenny, what's up, my man? How are you doing, brother?
And everything was totally fine. No, just kidding. Everything got pretty messed up. So I've got a few little clips that I would love for Luke to see while we're here on the WAN show. I cheated a little bit, and I showed him one of these earlier. Things were going really great.
Wild.
I managed to find the store almost immediately. I managed to download Steam and Discord.
Hey, Logislator, what's up?
As, if anything, more easily than if I was on Windows or if I was on Mac OS. Like Windows in particular, you can use the Microsoft Store, but like, how is it, Microsoft, that after you force me to sign in with an account when I install Windows, how is it that I then have to sign into that account again when I open my browser and I go to my Microsoft email? Why do I have to do it again when I want to play Minecraft with my kids? Why do I have to do it again? Why do I have to do it over and over and over again?
I think playing Minecraft takes 3, if I remember correctly, because the website and then the like launcher, but then you also have to do the
store.
Like the Xbox Store or Microsoft Store or whatever.
I'm always open to Linux criticism, but the way they go about it feel insulting. Yeah, but I think they do it on purpose, dude. I think it's the goal is to trigger you guys to go on the video, watch the video, write some comment, like destroy the engagement ratio and put them into place. Like I legitimately believe like this is the direction it's taking right now. Like I don't see any other solution, dude. And you will see like this part here is the most insane one. You will see it gets worse. Pierre GRT. Sorry to join live late. I've discovered your channel with the CachyOS CS2 video. Do you have any update on optimizing CS2 specifically? Yeah, just run it. Natively, it should work. There is not a lot to do, to be fair. Thanks for the compliment. I appreciate it, dude.
Whatever. Yeah.
It's
Crazy.
wild. Like system-wide like user accounts have been a thing for how long? How long has it been since you just have signed into
Especially
your
on
Google account
phones.
once? Yeah.
Like very.
Okay.
So
So
that was
that's-
really easy. That was awesome.
Okay, let's move
and
that
then
because-
I like downloaded a game and it like came down pretty fast and then things started to get a little weird. And I ended up actually bailing on Linux on the first night because I had 7 people waiting in a lobby for me to play Left 4 Dead 2 on top of all the people who wanted to spectate the game who were watching on Discord, which was like another 10? Something like that. How many people were spectating?
Probably
the
around
stream?
there. That
Yeah.
sounds about right.
So I had all these people waiting for me.
Wow.
And this is what would happen when I
Wow.
would try to play the game.
And it is wild to start this challenge at a LAN, but if it was Windows that he jumped in with, this would have worked off rip.
Yeah.
Man, Luke, come on, my man. No. You don't start to learn boxing before your first professional match. Like the LAN is a place where you play the game, where you enjoy. You need to come at you need to understand like Linux, like the base of your operating system. It's logical. Like, sorry, I won't take this one, dude. I won't take this one. Like, this is not a fair argument. Sure, you do. Yeah, but you would have won with a gun, no question. Brother. Cypher 76. Like, dude, like what could go wrong if you install an operating system you don't know in a LAN when you have like 20 people waiting for you, dude? Like, what could go wrong? I don't know. I don't know, dude. That's a good question. What do you think could go wrong? You know, what could go wrong if I decide to learn boxing and do a full professional combat when you have like 20 people like waiting for me to watch the fight? How do you think it's gonna go, bro? Do you think it's gonna go, dude? Or you're gonna crush it? Yeah, start to save for the nose surgery, brother. I'm telling you, so like the jaw or the nose. That's what I give you. A best case scenario, your liver, dude. Best case scenario, because your liver, bon, voilà. Well, you get the idea, right? So you will see. We're gonna talk about the game, but let's see what he had to say.
Well, yeah.
So we have to be like, fair about that.
It's wild to start it at a LAN, but also, I tried to throw a softball.
I've seen a few Windows installs at LANs. It's definitely happened.
Yeah, because the guy is on Windows for the last 20 years, and he can reinstall Windows because he certainly has installed it like at least one time in his life without breaking it. Maybe, but here it's the case is like it's the second time like Linus is installing Linux, right? And the first time it didn't go very well. So like, I don't know, man. Like I'm crazy. Like maybe I'm crazy, Chad. I don't know. Like when I look at that, I'm like I'm on the moon, bro. I feel like I'm living on the moon, and I'm looking down there, and I'm like, what the heck is going on, dude? Oh no, Victory, no, I don't want to know that. How do you know this information, dude? What the heck am I watching? Okay, D. Carpenter. I like to think Linus is actually smarter than he appears in this video, and he's just doing it for the click. I know. I agree with you. I would have voted no if I would have known how much this is triggering you, my man. Okay, let's go.
I tried to. Oh, do I actually have a clip of Left 4 Dead 2 crashing?
I hope you have one.
I tried to throw a softball by choosing a game that I assumed, and this is not a crazy assumption, that I assumed would be well supported on Linux.
Honestly, I think that's not only a crazy assumption. I thought that by playing this game, we were actually giving it an advantage.
Oh no! So, dude, he's giving an advantage to Linux by using a distro which is not developed yet. Enfin, a distro which uses a desktop environment which is not developed yet, or at least like in alpha or beta. You're not giving any chance, brother. You're killing it. You could try to run a native game. I don't even remember if Left 4 Dead 2 is native or not. We're gonna watch it together. But like, it wouldn't work because your desktop environment is still a work in progress. We covered that on this channel 1.5 months ago. For the last 1.5 years, we have said, I can't test PopOS, I can't test Cosmic D because it's a work in progress. We don't want to give them a bad publicity. It's still working on. I would say, like, from an ethics standpoint, present you my review / benchmark of a desktop environment which is not done. You know? It's like, hey bro, I'm gonna test this car. Yeah, but the motor is not here, we're still building it. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna drive this car. Try the car without a motor. Bro, the car doesn't work. Like, I thought I was making you a favor trying it while it's not raining. We told you, dude. There is no motor in the car.
I thought I was basically hacking for Steam to choose a first-party Valve game as my... Because the win condition for the first episode of Linux Challenge is always play a game, right?
Sure, dude. Sure, brother. Like, yes.
We like to play a game.
I honestly forgot.
Well, guess what? You can play a lot of game.
That, but I'm happy that I did launch a game technically in the videos that I recorded. Since then, I have launched more games, so it's fun.
Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Luke. You launched a game, dude. Oh my gosh. Like, bro. Like, and we all know how hard it is to launch a game on Linux nowadays. Come on.
Fine, but yeah, I did launch a game.
So I ran into a situation where it totally worked in lobby,
Good job, everyone.
but then within about 30 seconds of being in the game, it would just like hard break.
Yeah.
Like hard lock up or just hard crash the game. And
did it throw an error or anything? I'm
not the first time.
Yeah, okay.
And then the second, I can't remember. There's a lot of footage in here because I was expecting this to just be like a quick thing. Like I quickly install and then I'm playing Left 4 Dead 2. I didn't think it'd be that big of a deal.
And for reference, just before you keep going, someone said that apparently I did a Windows install at LTX 2023.
That doesn't surprise me.
I don't remember that, but it doesn't surprise me either. Frosty Kyogre said some guy said he bought a fresh laptop for Whaleland on the way there. So that like people have fresh Windows at LANs. It happens for sure.
But we never discuss that. We are discussing the fact that you can't. Again, you can't. Man, like this is so dumb. Like I don't even have the argument anymore. But like you can't. You just can't do that, dude. You can install Windows if you know about Windows. You can install Linux if you know about Linux. We never like argue about that. We argue about the fact that you try to achieve something you mostly never have done before, while you have pressure on your shoulder, when you have people waiting for you in an environment in which you are maybe not as much as comfortable as your office or your home. So obviously it's gonna add, like more variable for you to fail. And on top of that, you use an operating system, I repeat, which is still in, an operating system with a DE, which I repeat, is still in development. Like, brother, come on. You see, like this, I don't know Luke and I don't know Linus. Like, I would love to meet them and have a discussion with them. Because I don't like what they're doing now, but I would still love to talk to them, right? I'm this type of person. I wouldn't say like, oh no, like I think what you have done is bad, so you are bad. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like, you made a mistake, let's talk about it, right? Here, what I don't like in the show and the interaction, I would like Luke to be a little bit more ballsy, right? So I don't know what's their relation, like if they're friends, if they are like associates in the business, like, like co-founder, shareholder, or if he's just his employee. Because if he's just his employee, I understand like he doesn't want to go like too hard on him, right? Because he's like, dude, I might lose my job if I tell him like, bro, like, do you think he was smart to install a freaking distro you already installed 4 years ago and you break, and you start to install it without knowing anything new in between during a LAN? Like, honestly, like, do you think he was smart? I mean, this is a question I would have asked him. I would have said like, hey, like, seriously, like, I don't know. I'm not saying like you are dumb doing it, but what do you think about it, right?
All right, here's me playing through a round once I fixed it. Okay, hold on. I think I've got the error. So yeah, this is wild.
So Luke is a co-founder and longtime friend of Linus. So he should have told him, dude. I was like, whoa, like, come on. Like, be a little bit more pushy. Like, come on. Because I think Luke, he has his clarity in his mind. So why he's not telling him?
Here we go. I actually get into a game here. I move around my mouse a little bit. Everything's running. It's running at like 300 frames per second.
Okay.
And I'm give it like another probably 10 to 15 seconds. I think I get to the bottom of the stairwell on the first map of the...
Luke said at the beginning, maybe the LAN party wasn't the optimal place to install Linux.
What's the finale?
Okay, so he gave him some pushback. Me, I like, you know, when I watch some type of show like that, I like the pushback. So maybe because I'm French, but you see, like when we watch a show in France, there is always pushback. You know, they put like the plan A on one end and the plan B on the other end, and then there's like fight. And I like that. I know, like, especially in North America, it's not like that. It's only, most of the time, it's one-sided. It's like, we are plan B, this is what's going on plan B, bam. Or we are plan A, and this is what's going on plan A. You know what I mean? Me, I like when there's some fight, and here there is an opportunity, right?
I don't know any of the map names.
And
boof, gone. So it just disappears.
Hard cut to desktop.
Application gone.
It's French versus French. Who surrender first?
And what's really frustrating is if you go on ProtonDB, you find all these people.
Okay, so listen, this is the one. This is why I was like, should I react because I'm going to lose my mind? Okay, this is the reason why I did. So listen carefully about what it's going to say.
It says native, and when I looked at it, like the first 2 or 3 were like perfect. And I even scrolled down, and the first one on PopOS was like perfect, excellent, perfect. Now, when you start reading more of them, you go, oh, well, hold on a second. People have all kinds of problems with this. Here, there was a really funny one. Can you go down a little bit?
So before we start, so he said the game was Left 4 Dead, okay, chat? He said the game was Left 4 Dead. Okay. So me, I'm this guy. I'm like, bro, let's be the devil lawyer. This is how you say devil lawyer? You know, like the one who try to give some benefit of the doubt of the Linus dude, okay? So where is it? Left 4 Dead 2, okay? Right click. Didn't touch anything. Didn't touch anything. There is nothing, okay? Okay. Sure. So I'm running an NVIDIA card, which is on paper the worst card ever to run video game on Linux. Like, you remember, chat? Like NVIDIA, when you look Linux for NVIDIA, this is what you see. Like, literally, okay? Okay, so we have a video, it's working. Maybe it's gonna break, I don't know. We're gonna do a game, chat. Play through cooperative. No, I don't do that. Can we do something else? I guess this is that, survival. Voilà, quick game, allez. Allez. I don't know what I'm doing, dude, like... Well, we're gonna go for it. Allez up. I'm with Bill, Louis, and shit ass. I can't make this shit up, dude. I can't, dude. Alright, stay together to survive. Wow.
Incoming.
What? Oh my gosh.
Smoker! Smoker!
Oh man, this guy is upset, no? Oh! Oh, maybe not the best. I'm getting destroyed.
I'm down! Jesus, I'm down! Need a little help over here!
Over!
So chat, do you think it's working or not?
I can't wait, I need help now!
So it's a native game, chat. It's a native game, dude. Everything works. So maybe the stutter they come from the stream, right? But fair, maybe they need to do better, right? But game is working, chat. There is no question. This game with mod is awful. Random crash because the game is still on 32-bit architecture. Valve is updating Counter-Strike source and over game to 64-bit. So I hope they update this game too. Oh, get it. So this, like you see, if you had a level of complexity regarding the mod and everything, it could not be the fault of Linux. It could be, but it also could not be, right? So I can't reproduce the game launch. Okay, the game launch, we had a game or short game, but it's launched. Nothing is showing, like it's not going to run, right? So anyway, so listen to what he's gonna say because this is where it's rough.
Go down, go down, go down, go down. There's one that says, hold on, is this it?
Oh, here it is.
Steps.
Works perfectly out of the box. Tinker
Works perfectly out of the box. Tinker step, switch to experimental, sense lot option, no vid. The game ran perfectly for me without any major issue, no tinkering done whatsoever. So this is the guy here. He's saying like he's not tinkering, but he's tinkering in fact, right? And you will see what happened. You will see what is being said. Because this is like this, bon, the guy is not really truthful, right? Because he's saying like, yeah, it worked out of the box, but I still have to press this. Okay, and it's on Fedora. Fair, it's on Fedora. Fedora 43. Why not? But I think here, I will explain my approach. In my opinion, is like the guy said no tinkering because he's saying no tinkering like you have to edit some file or you have to do something crazy. You just have to add no vid and switch to experimental. So it's not really tinker. It's just like setting the option. But from their perspective, tinkering, this is tinkering. Right? But from the perspective of the writer of this review, this is not tinkering. Right? Does it make sense or not? That's my take on that. Right? I think this dude is in his head is legitimately saying, I didn't have to switch kernel, I didn't have to tamper stuff, I didn't have to do like crazy thing. I had to switch to experimental and then run Novid. Right? And by doing that, he's actually using Proton versus using the native version. Right? So.
Steps, switch to experimental. Oh no, this wasn't it. There's one that said no tinker steps and then also said tinker steps.
Oh, yeah, no, this is the one.
This is it?
So literally what this person says is, works perfectly out of the box.
Right.
And then the body here is tinker steps. Switch to experimental, set this launch option. Then they say, the game ran perfectly for me without any major issues, no tinkering done whatsoever. This is where I end up feeling like I'm put in a really uncomfortable position. Because when you are engaging with this level of delusion, I feel like I'm made to be the bad guy here.
Hear what I said, dude?
Say, the game ran perfectly for me without any major issues, no tinkering done whatsoever. This is where I end up feeling like I'm put in a really uncomfortable position. Because when you are engaging with this level of delusion, I feel like I'm made to be the bad guy here. Like you've got this stance that's so far out of reality that you feel like a bad guy. You almost feel like I almost feel like I'm being gaslit. Like I feel like I'm the one who's a complete idiot because, you know, it didn't work perfectly for me, and I didn't know that putting it in experimental mode and having a launch argument was no tinkering.
Yeah, I don't know like where their line is, but in my opinion, if you want
So, in my head, I'm like, so is it tampering? I believe it is. Like me, it is tampering. Like the guy, he did a notification. Like it was not working out of the box, right? Like there is no question about that. But on the other hand, I don't think the guy is delusional. I don't think, you know, I don't think, you know what I mean? Because it's like, the game works without tinkering, no question asked, okay? So on this, I believe Linus made the wrong choice with the distro. He didn't take his time, he didn't make enough research. And the research based on article and LLM is definitively not enough. The preparation regarding like launching game on Linux is not that hard. I agree, like sometimes some games they don't launch. But how many games did not launch for you guys for the last, I don't know, 12 months? Not so much, in fact. Right? I tried the game live, no problem, it works. You don't need to add anything, don't need to do nothing. For the ProtonDB guy, I think I understand the perspective of the guy, but it doesn't make him delusional. Because he's switching from native to Proton experimental, a tinker. It is. But it's not a hassle. It's not like some of those games when you already have to do like crazy command and the game wouldn't start anyways, because the truth is like it was working maybe out of the box for him and he had to like, I don't know, do this. So my point towards this is like, in my opinion, they are both wrong. It's fine, right? But the level of delusional is maybe not on the ProtonDB side, right? Because the guy is just self-report. He made a mistake. Okay, he's still playing the game. On the other hand, you install the OS and you are not playing the game. It's broken. Like, I don't know, dude. I'm just like. Now, I've typed plenty of reports on ProtonDB that showed without tinkering, even through select additional option clicked. It's more a reporting issue with ProtonDB. I think it's the definition of tinkering. It's like, you see, Vindicify is saying like tinkering is tinkering no matter what. And I get it. Me, I think I'm going to be on this boat. But maybe we should have like a report where it's a hardcore tinkering versus like softcore tinkering, like. I just finished Resident Evil Requiem 7 times now on CachyOS without a single issue with both NVIDIA and AMD GPU. 7 times? Oh my gosh, dude. Windows work out of the box. After you download and install the driver, sign in, manually select the game profile, and edit all those video options. Yet, Windows gets passed because it's Windows. Fair. He really feels like he's now looking for an excuse to justify his own poor judgment. I don't know what he's doing. Like, I don't get him. I don't get him, dude. Pretty new to Linux. I have Cachy and Nobara installed, but I never had problem. I use KGE. Yes. My opinion, and I think that of many, if you are not even willing to learn how to copy and paste a command or a launch officer to get something to work, you deserve everything Windows is and will be. Fair. I don't know, man. I'm like... Like the fact that he said like this guy was delusional, it kind of like fall back on his face, right? Because we just proved at the beginning of the video that he is the one like repeating the same behavior and expecting different results. And now he's encountering a problem and he goes to ProtonDB to find a solution just to shoot on sight the guys that explain a potential like solution for him. I'm pretty sure it won't work. Because from my testing from Cosmic DE, they had a problem with the mouse sensitivity and they had a problem with a certain native game which just wouldn't launch. You know what I mean? So it's like, this is exactly where we are at, dude. He's playing the DIU for the challenge. He put no effort into it in advance purpose to see why it failed. Yeah, maybe. Hey, salut Rover. Get some coffee, you will need it.
If you want a year of the Linux desktop, like if you want to go that hard and you want to call it a native game, you should be able to click play in Steam and it should just work.
But it works, bro. I agree with you. It works. But it doesn't work on a desktop environment, which is still a work in progress. So your take is right, but it's out of context.
Because that's the experience that people are going to have on Windows, right?
Well, except when they don't. And that's really, really important to acknowledge in all this, because I'll come in and I'll say something critical about Linux, or people will feel like I'm saying something critical about Linux, because I'll say something like, I launched Left 4 Dead 2, and within about 30 to 60 seconds, it would crash every single time I launched it. And they'll be like, that's a personal attack. It's like, that's a personal attack on them. And they're like, well, what about all the issues on Windows? And I'm like, whoa, bro, we're not talking about Windows.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
I don't think we did react like that. I think he feel we react like that. Or maybe we did. I don't know. Maybe he has valid points there. Me, I never talk about Windows. I don't care about Windows. We are talking about Linux. And I believe your choice of distro is just inadequate, that's all. Left 4 Dead 2 does have a bug in Linux native version where it can crash. Okay, I didn't know that. Well, we tried it, didn't crash here. Doesn't mean that it's gonna work for everybody else. Right? Because you could have same issue on Windows too. Like if you have a hardware problem or whatever. But I think he thinks like that because he feels like totally out knowledgeable on this topic. Right? That's my belief. I'm not a psychiatric or anything. But I think he has this type of reaction because he doesn't have enough knowledge to find a solution. He doesn't have enough will to dig deeper and get more knowledge. And because it's like if someone come and show you some quantic math, right? Like you are disconnected, right? And you're like, should I start to learn math or should I try to understand what this guy is saying, right? And it's a bad example because I guess quantic math is pretty hard. But you know what I mean? It's like where for him, at least the distanciation between what he knows and what he needs to learn and the image he's trying to show through his show, there is a big gap. And maybe inside he feels like the gap is too big. So he kind of reflect, you know what I mean? It's just my 2 cents, right? But I'm like, I think he's right. The worst part about Linux is the community. Bro, we are good here. I don't know. I don't think we have a bad community. But maybe we are an exception versus the rule, right? It is very easy to cop out when his statements are being countered. Yes, I think this is what's happening. Because he come with this rigid state of mind. He didn't change for the last 4 years, right? Reading article, asking LLM AI to find the best distro. Then again hitting the wall because he didn't do his due diligence regarding the choice. And then complaining about it, And when someone put that into his face, he take it as a personal attack. He's also highlighting the type of Linux users that say it works on my machine, as in everything should be his problem. And those people are also prominent, unfortunately. I feel like this is exactly what we have done, right? Even if I try to argue more, but I actually show that it works on my machine. You know what I mean? But I don't think. I'm trying to reflect here, right? Are we bad? Chat, are we really bad? Maybe we are bad, dude. Maybe he's right. I don't know. It's still drama dust, and he wants to show that while Linux works for many, it doesn't work for everyone. That's why he chooses Pop OS. That's why he does this. It's marketing. Yeah, I agree. Fair, Reboot Computer, I agree with you. I think Linus is trying to challenge Valve to be more like Windows gaming. But this is the thing, like, we are almost there. Glenny / Vexy, we are almost there, bro. Every month, every week, every year, we are getting there. So it's not perfect. I'm not saying it's perfect. Like, I'm really far from perfect. But compared to what it was 5 years ago, dude.
Nobody brought up Windows, and I'm happy to criticize Windows. You want to watch me criticize Windows? Do you want to do a Windows criticism WAN show? I'm sure you're down.
Yeah.
Look how down he is.
Yeah, I'm gonna
chime into this one.
We got to include Teams.
Look how happy he is right now.
We got to include Teams.
But sometimes that's not what we're talking
Microsoft.
about. Like was it on the? I can't remember. Yeah, it was on the forum. It was on LTT forum that Elijah did that video recently where he switched to iPhone, and someone's like, well, you're talking a lot about the issues switching from Android to iOS, but you're not talking about all the issues going from iOS to Android. It's so bad. Like, you're right. We're not talking about that.
That's not what's happening.
Because guess what? Elijah didn't switch from an iPhone to Android. That's not what he's fucking doing. Not every video can be about everything. So this isn't about attacks, but it's about me being put in this position where I feel like I have to like. Yvonne always uses like a pendulum analogy when we're talking about like positions in an argument, or we're talking about some kind of conflict where she'll talk about how sometimes she feels like because someone else's position is so extreme, even though the truth lies here with the pendulum at rest, she almost is forced to take this position to try to achieve that, to bring us back to
very
center.
common in politics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this, I don't agree with that, dude. I don't agree with that too. So I think Benito I am. I think he heavily misunderstands the current state of Linux, looking at things like they were 10 years ago. I think why he's choosing LTS distro currently, he switched to Kubuntu. He always had a new and exotic hardware where LTS is really not known for that. He will have problem with it. I agree. Like, why would he go with Kubuntu, dude? Look at the Steam Deck. The user experience is much closer to Windows as it's pre-installed. Many normies would struggle that with Windows if it wouldn't be pre-installed right now. Fair. Yeah, that's a good argument, dude. Linux community is different. We are used to software not running out of the box, and you can't demand support. Only ask for it and hope for someone who has free time. Different expectation. That's a fair point too. Linus misses the point. There is only one iOS/Windows experience. Android/Linux can widely differ by vendor. Fair. Kubuntu, get ready for Steam Snap issue. No. Man, I can't, dude. I can't. Next one is gonna be Zorin OS, bro. I feel it coming. One thing that needs to change ASAP in the Linux community is that people will often tell you what needs to be fixed, but they rarely show you a step-by-step solution. Like what? Sometimes you are just asking and you get this sort of response as well. For people who already know how to do it, that's fine, but for newcomer, it can take weeks to figure everything out, and that's almost what always pushes people away. Okay, so what you're saying is like the learning curve on Linux is too steep. I have some thought on that, but I won't share them now. It's more complicated than it looks, in my opinion. I have had friends tell me they would go on a different distro to CachyOS because too many people keep raving about it. Some people can't be saved till they learn on their own. Fair. Okay, I used Kubuntu for like 2 years before PKOS, and even he has some come a long way, it's way better than 10 years ago. What is Zorin based on? Ubuntu. In the last one show, he mentioned that he refused to use the new and shiny distro like Cachy or those he never heard like Nobara. These days, there is a lot of help in his Discord group, which he's also refused to join. Yeah, I think we are done. Like there is no conversation, so I think we are done. Like if it is actually the case, Benito I am, like is it the truth or you are just making this up? If he did his research, he would have heard of Nobara, of course. You are not making shit up. Okay, I believe you, dude. I just want to double check because if it is really the case, I think we are done here. Zorin is based on Zorin Pro Sub. I'm still making money. That's right, dude. Can save up to 20k, dude, by spending 25 bucks. Make money, brother, by spending. That's how it works. I think Steam Machine would be a really good way to help people into Linux without them to get it running. It's much smoother to start working systems than to have make it run. Man, like I'm listen, Constantin, I agree with you, dude, but like this, like what is happening here is so wrong, chat. Because Benito I am, like the take of Benito I am is so true, man.
Welcome back, bisous bisous crème de la crème member.
The guy decides to go rogue for distro which has been known by the community to have issue and or which are not usable for a beginner like him. And he just go for it. Obviously, it's not going to work, dude. Like, we know that trying to do some, like bicycling with a bicycle with square wheels is hard. You could do it, right? But if you get the round wheel, which are like brand new and shiny, it might be better for you. But if the user doesn't want to hear about the freaking round wheel, well, we are not going anywhere, dude. I can talk for 4 hours. There is nothing that can be saved, dude. Ubuntu was ruined by back practice. Can't recommend anymore. Yes. You want to laugh? You want to laugh, chat? What? I got in so many trouble with some member of the French community regarding that, dude. Alors, you see the Ubuntu here? Ubuntu, not a gaming distro, enough is enough. Well, I got 846 views. Oh. Dude, you see this thumbnail, brother? Ubuntu, installation and disappointment. Ubuntu, things never change. Bah. We get the idea, dude. Yeri-san, thank you very much for the 7 months. Welcome back to La Crème de la Crème Club, Papa. Thank you very much, dude. Man, I was thinking about you yesterday because I had this like 10-minute moment where I can play a little bit, and I launched Dirt Rally 2. I'm getting better, chat. Maybe we should have a little run after that. I'm getting good. It's System 76 fault. Also, they put a beta software in a LTS release. Man, I start to question his choice toward Pop! OS, dude. And also with the implication with framework. Again, I don't want to say more, but I would have some question, dude. I would have some serious question regarding that. Because it's kind of funny, right? That twice in a row, the company that build like Linux laptop since I don't know how many years is chosen for a challenge which always like finish broken. And of course, it's System 76 to push this in their main lineup of downloads and ISO. I agree, like it shouldn't be pushed this way, but still, they just should have a disclaimer saying like Cosmic is still under development. Voila, you know what I mean? Something where it's clear.
And so when I'm up against this is perfect and you're crazy for not recognizing it,
It's like, whoa.
I'm not saying it's perfect, right? And I'm not saying it's crazy. But you know, when he's using the argument where the pendulum argument, right? Where if someone is ready on this side and the other is ready on the other side, if someone is ready on this side in terms of argument, you have to counter with an argument which is even more crazier. We are not going anywhere, dude. And categorizing like all the Linux user like as these, I think is unfair. Maybe a lot of people will react like that. I don't know. I don't have data regarding that, but I would say like you are the one coming with a strong statement, right? Because if you apply what he said, he's the one saying like like the game doesn't work, so he's the one pushing the pendulum first, right? So if you really think about his analogy there, he's the one saying in first, I push the pendulum far, right? By saying like the game doesn't work, you are delusional, people on ProtonDB are delusional, Pop! OS doesn't work, or Linux doesn't work, because he thinks that Pop! OS is Linux, which is another, in my opinion, like mistake. Pop! OS obviously run Linux, but Pop! OS is not representative of all Linux. It's way more complex than that, right? So me, for this type of argument, even if I feel personally attacked or whatever, I think like the pendulum is really far, I would try to temper and bring him back on earth, right? Be like, hey, it's not a Linux problem. It's not a user problem. It is a user problem, but I would say it's still not a user problem. It's a choice problem, right? So let's back down. Find a distro which is not in development, or a distro you can master, like a distro you can understand. Because you see, like with Kubuntu, I see the next step. Kubuntu is going to be like, oh, Steam is crashing. Oh, performance again are trash. Yeah. Because maybe he's installing Steam via, how it's called, Snap. And we know for years that Snap give less performance. I have video on this. I have like benchmark where I show the FPS of a game running on Snap and another one running on non-Snap. And there is different. So if you install Steam via the store, the experience is going to be bad. But this is not a Linux problem, it's an Ubuntu problem. It's exactly like the Pop! OS experience here, it's a Pop! OS experience problem. So anyways,
It can have some flaws. Windows has a lot of flaws.
oh yeah.
It's okay.
Oh, so many.
So something that I find interesting about this is
thank you, Luke.
Steam Deck is used by a lot of normies.
Yeah.
And this is Steam Deck verified.
Right?
So would you need to make, like, is it different? Would you need to make changes on Steam Deck, or would it have had the same problem?
That's
No, no. Why?
A good question. And
I genuinely don't know.
And if Valve is implementing, so do you know what the fix was? So the fix ended up being that I had to force Vulkan, which is a pretty reasonable Linux gaming fix.
Sure.
Except that, and this is again one of those like, how is this a thing, right? This is a first-party Valve game. They literally make a Linux distro, is not even available in the in-game menu.
Mm-hmm.
You have to use a launch argument for it.
Yeah.
So I typed in a thing. I switched.
So I think like if you want to get technical there, I think the DE is pushing Vulkan renderer, right? Is Cosmic DE pushing Vulkan renderer like GNOME? I think they are. Oh, not yet. Did they reach it? You see, because I was thinking about that. It was part of the news. For February, so no. Okay, so it's not even that. It's just not ready, dude. You see, a Vulkan renderer for the Cosmic Compositor. This Vulkan renderer is motivated in part for HDR. So they are still on this, but it's not ready, right? They are not using it. So I was thinking maybe it could be a problem. But anyway, I don't want to make this video more complicated.
Switched over to Vulkan, and then lo and behold, I've got a clip here of me gaming for, I think, over 5 continuous minutes, and it just...
Bro, we have viewer in the chat. We have one viewer in the chat who literally finish Resident Evil 9 like 7 times in a row and no problem. And here is like, I was able to play 5 minutes.
Just completely working. Bang, 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 kill all the zombies, running at 300 FPS.
Yeah.
But that's not what Buddy said. Buddy said no tinkering, and also his
But dude, this is one guy on internet.
fix was different from mine.
Someone
It's not the same distro. Like, bro, come on.
in Floatplane chat said, yes, Steam Deck is very beginner friendly, but Linus keeps picking non-beginner friendly distros. As far as my understanding goes, PopOS is widely known as a fairly beginner friendly distro.
But it's not true anymore. It was true 5 years ago.
Literally why people keep recommending it. It's also friendly for people who are on NVIDIA graphics. Which, and I had someone ask this in the chat just now, which I wasn't.
J'en peux plus, dude. Okay, I stop. We are not making this video, dude. We had a good time. Dude. I can't, dude. I just can't. I just can't, man. I just can't.
But what I wanted was to use the same distro across my multiple systems.
Okay.
My main desktop at home is Radeon. My laptop,
Which is what you had the LAN.
my daily driver is Radeon.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had my main desktop, not the laptop. I kind of gestured over here and you kind of pointed this direction. It kind of seemed like it was... I had my desktop at the LAN. I also had this. So my main desktop and my laptop are both Radeon, but my downstairs gaming machine is GeForce. And so is the one in the theater room, which is where I've actually been doing more of my gaming. And so what I really wanted, and that's one of the special sauce things with PopOS, is that it's out of the box GeForce ready.
Yeah.
Bro, Nobara is GeForce ready. CachyOS is GeForce ready. Bazite is GeForce ready. PKOS is GeForce ready. Fedora is GeForce ready. Did I say Bazite?
And so yes, I did pick a distro because I wanted it to be more like non-Linux hardware optimized friendly, but that wasn't what I was using. I was using the Radeon build, and I installed it onto a Ryzen, Radeon, all AMD all the time system, so there should have been no real challenge there. But the challenges just kept on coming.
Okay, we're done. So, Mint is GeForce ready, fair. Debian is not. Debian, it's complicated. I'm talking, when I say, GeForce ready is like it works out of the box, like the driver already installed out of the box. I won't mention Ubuntu because I wouldn't tell someone, but like, I would rather him to install Fedora, right? And have a better experience than like anything else he has been installed so far. Because PopOS is definitively not finished. And Kubuntu is going to be a disaster with Snap. Because you can do a great Kubuntu, right, guys? Like, I'm not saying Kubuntu is bad. I'm saying that if you don't know what you are doing, Kubuntu is more for like people who know, right? So no like super geeky whatever, but still like you need to know how to install Snap. Or you need to, watch my video or watch someone else's video who says Snap is bad. I was thinking about something else. Like, to his defense, because I like to always see his perspective. I got some comments on the latest video who really went under my skin. So I'm thinking, someone like him, who has like 16.8 million subscribers, maybe there is some of those comments which are like impacting his vision and his decision, right? You know what I mean? I'm thinking maybe there is that too, because the way he reacts and he's like, oh, maybe he's just tired of like everybody telling him he doesn't know how to do it. And he kind of like reflect on him, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. So obviously, like, there is a difference of, running a small channel like me, almost like, I have some reward, obviously, but like compared to the reward he has with this channel here, my point is like it's easier to close your eyes toward like the under the skin comment, where when you are in a position where you have 80 employees, you drive your Porsche to work, and like your, I would say like overall stability is already kind of set, right? Rather than where you are still like on the grind, you know what I mean? Because when you're on the grind, like you're always in this position where you didn't make it, so you think like you are not doing it right, and so the potential of the commentator or the like the comment, they can hurt you more, right? Because you are more in a position where it's like, oh, maybe I did really something wrong, and that's the reason why it doesn't work as expected or whatever. Versus like everything is set up. Someone say something bad to you, you're like, yes, bro, sure, and you start the 9/11. You know what I mean? Like, but still, I think maybe it's going under his skin. You have the feeling he's deliberately looking for a problem in distro. Yeah, maybe. If it was working, you wouldn't have entertainment. And you see, this is another good takeaway, because it means that if you want a channel that work, maybe you're gonna have to go like full full controversy, and this is what only makes the click, and this is what only is gonna feed your family. And maybe he knows it, that's why he's doing it. Yeah, I'm talking about that, dude. 9/11. I think he's driving a car like that, or whatever he has, like a Rolls Royce or Bentley. Like, the guy is multi-millionaire, right? You see, like, when you reach a certain stature in your job or in your life, the impact of the remark are different, right? The guy is telling you, like, hey, you trash. You take the key of your 911 and you sit on it. You might be trash, but you are the one sitting in the 911, right? So, anyways, the point was more related to the comment under the skin and how it could impact you. It's like me when I got a bad comment, I'm like, damn. I'm not grabbing my house on wheels for removing the stress. You know what I mean? Or the idea that I'm not good enough. Because on paper, this is the achievement, you know? You know what I mean? Like, anyways, you got my point. I thought you meant something else. No, I was talking about the Porsche. My bad. The question is, does he want to switch or does he want to make a video about switching? Or does he want to create controversy to make more view? I will add this question, dude. It's entertainment, not helpful, fair. Yeah, whatever I drive, like I don't care. I mean, like, you know, like I pass this. I pass this, dude. It's, you know, I'm happy for him. Like, just to be clear, I'm happy for him, but I don't think, like, I'm an old guy, right? I don't think what you own define you. And as I see it more like a less materialist approach. But, you know, if your mindset is set on that, it can ease certain things, right? Why you get the idea? So, chat, I'm out. I don't think I'm gonna do like this. I don't think we're gonna push this video. We're gonna certainly, like, I'm gonna unlist this stream. It's not going to help my channel, but I don't care. You people who are here, you watch the stream. What impact you have on the rest of the world is what define you. Yes, I will be less. I will be less optimistic. I would say the impact you have on your surrounding define you. Yeah, I agree with that. The world, bro, I hope I had some type of impact on the world. But let's say if you have some, I would say, like, good impact on your surrounding, it's already really good. Yeah, you did a lot, man. A lot. Think about it, though. You probably get more engagement from criticizing Linux than praising it because of video are coming out about Linux. Yeah. I don't know, man. From my perspective as a content creator, it's just, it feels like a knife in the back, right? So obviously, like, I won't insult him. Like, he's doing his stuff. I don't hate him. Like, I would love to speak with him still and Luke. I don't think it's gonna happen though. But like to me, it's a no good type of situation, right? Care more about your own audience than the audience that you don't have. Yes, fair. I agree with that too. Yep, I agree with your statement. I really love our community, dude. Like, I'm super happy to have a live stream with you guys. Like, sincerely, like, this is good. Like, I'm here, I'm having fun with you. You know what I mean? You know, even if we got subject like that, right? Or sometimes I'm complaining or stuff, or blah, 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 but you know, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's good, right? But again, like, rewatch the video in YouTube. I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but there is a lot of art going on here. So I will keep you posted as always. Okay, chat. But yeah, I will choose Nix over a Porsche any day. Depend, man. I will take the Porsche, bro. Nix, I can repick. I can retake it 2 days after, right? The Porsche, I won't be able to get it, right? I think if someone give me a Porsche, I will take it. I will drive it for 7 days or maybe like 2 weeks just to have fun, and then I will get rid of it and do something better with the cash. But it's just me. I'm just salvaging for when the new hip stuff get dropped. As an NVIDIA user, I think like we are so close. Salience, you're gonna have to wait until July or August. Like, it's already dropped out, but the performance are not there yet. There is a lot of work to be done, so I would say stay patient. Don't listen to, you know, all the brouhaha around it, like all the talking and like sound. There is a lot of misinformation there. We did some tests last week. If you want to watch it, Salient. On my machine, not so much of an increase. So, you know, I don't want people to be disappointed or have expectations that are not fulfilled. You know, if there is like performance increase, I'll be the first to praise it. But so far, it's kind of like, yeah. Porsche is using Linux. The user interface is on KDE Automotive. If I'm not mistaken, nice, dude. I want to look at his Linux challenge positively, even though I think his approach at this is wrong, mainly with the statement he said before. I rewatched that last One Show Linux segment, and he mentioned that maybe LTS isn't for him, so I want to hope that he switched to something that isn't LTS. We will see in today's One Show, I guess. It's today's One Show? Nice. I don't know, we'll see, dude. Or maybe this is the way you should create content, right? Like be controversive and do all this stuff. I don't know, man. It's to me, it's a lot of reflection. And sorry, guys. Sorry, Salience. I didn't make a short video. Like I explained why I'm not doing that many videos those days. It will increase in time, but right now it's just slow. And it's gonna be slow for a certain period. But yeah, that's it. That's all, chat. I'm gonna unleash this video. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what I'm gonna do, or maybe I let it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna let it. I don't care. Like I'm gonna let it. But you got my take on this. You got my take. I think like if you're enjoying Linux right now, just enjoy it and get in the space where you are willing to learn and accept the fact that nothing is perfect in the Linux world, and then just move on. That's all. Okay, guys, I'm out. I need to stop the stream. I've been live for like 3 hours. I need to go. I have an appointment in like 30 minutes, so I really need to go. Guys, thank you very much, okay? Thank you very much for all the love. Thank you very much for watching. Like we did a peak. I think I think like 120 viewers today, which is awesome. Have a great weekend, guys. Take care. And guess what? We see each other maybe this week with a short format video. And if not, Friday for sure. Okay? I am out. Ciao, big boss. Man, big boss. What's happening, dude? Have a good one, guys. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for all the donation. Thanks for all the new Prime member who literally like ask Jeff Bezos to send me some coins. I appreciate it. As always, if you want to support the channel, you know what to do. Patreon. YouTube membership, direct PayPal donation. Thanks a lot, guys. And see you in the next one. Bisous, bisous.